Be honest for a moment. How many days have felt like this? You wake up already a bit tired, you grab your phone just to check something. Suddenly a big chunk of time is gone. You rush through classes, maybe work a little, talk to people, scroll again, and at the end of the day you sit on your bed thinking, I was busy all day, so why does it feel like I did nothing that really matters? If that sounds like you are not strange and you are not lazy. A lot of students live in this loop: homework, classes, family, friends, group chats, social media. Everything pulls on you at the same time. Your brain is tired, your schedule is messy, and it is easy to believe, I am just bad at time management. The truth is softer. You are not bad at time management. You just do not have a simple system that protects your time. And we can start building that system today. In Japan, many people grow up with small habits that make their days feel more guided and less chaotic. Nothing extreme. No perfect planner, no huge complicated system. Just a few clear routines that quietly say, this is what I will do, and this is when I will do it. In this video, I want to share 3 Japanese-inspired habits that can help you manage your time as a busy student. They are simple, very real, and you can start using them even if your life already feels full. While you listen, notice the moments where you think, that is literally me. Those are usually the places where a small change can create a big difference. The first habit is something I call one day, one map. A lot of us try to carry our whole week in our head. We remember tests, homework, plans with friends, messages we still have not answered. Our mind keeps spinning all day. In Japan, it is very common to use simple daily planners and focus mainly on today. You do not try to solve your whole life. You simply give this one day a clear shape. Here is how one day, one map can look. At some quiet moment, maybe after you wake up or before your first class, you sit down with a small notebook or a sheet of paper. You ask yourself one simple question: what are the few things that really matter today? Not everything on your mind. Only the important things that move you forward. Maybe it is finishing a reading, doing a set of practice questions, and starting a small part of a project. Those are your must-do items for today. Then you gently place them into the day. You look at when you have classes, travel, meals, and you decide roughly when each important thing will happen. It does not need to be an exact clock. You can think in simple blocks like before lunch, after lunch, later in the evening. Your map does not need to look pretty. It just needs to exist so you are not guessing all day. Think about how a normal day without a map often feels. You finish something, you sit down, you open your phone to relax for a moment, you watch one video, then another, then suddenly a lot of time is gone. You feel a little guilty, but you also do not know what to start with. So you avoid it, and time keeps slipping away. With one day, one map, that changes. When you finish something, you do not need to think, what now? You already answered that question earlier when your mind was calm. You simply look at the map and move into the next block. The second habit is what I call protected pockets of time. In many Japanese schools and workplaces, when it is time for a certain activity, people respect that time. When you are in class, you are in class. When it is club or practice time, you are really there. You are not expected to answer messages, scroll, and study something else at the same moment. That respect for the current task makes time feel stronger and more stable. You can bring this into your day in a simple way. Take the map you made and choose a small number of pockets that are dedicated to real focus. Maybe there is a quiet moment in the afternoon or at night when the house is calmer. You decide, during this pocket I will study, or I will review, or I will plan tomorrow. In that pocket, you treat the task almost like an appointment with someone important. If a friend writes to you, you can reply after the pocket. If you feel a strong pull to open social media, you remind yourself, this little piece of time belongs to my future self, not to my feed. Your goal is not to work for hours without breathing. Your goal is to give one activity your full attention for a short, clear piece of time. You are not promising, I will finish everything. You are promising, "For this pocket I will show up." That is a much kinder promise. It is also a promise you can actually keep. Imagine a teacher sets a time for a lesson, and you simply do not show up because you got distracted by a funny video. You would probably feel a bit bad. When you skip your own protected pockets, you are doing the same thing to yourself. The beautiful part is, when you keep that promise even a few times, your trust in yourself starts to grow. You begin to feel, when I say I will work during that time, I really do it. That feeling slowly changes your relationship with your schedule. I am curious about you. If you look at a normal day, when do you feel most awake and able to focus? Is it earlier in the day, later in the afternoon, or at night when everything feels quieter? Tell me in the comments. You might see a lot of people share the same answer as you, and that can be a good moment to place your own protected pockets of time. The third habit is about buffers and tiny adjustments. In Japan, many systems quietly include a little space inside them. People plan with the idea that small delays will happen. Meetings often have a tiny gap before the next thing. People often like to arrive a little early, instead of racing in at the last second. Life still goes wrong, of course, but there is space for things to move. Many students do the opposite. They plan their day like a long straight line with no gaps, one thing right after another. So when one task or class ends later than expected, the whole line falls apart. A teacher talks longer, a parent needs help, an assignment takes more time than you thought, and suddenly your whole plan feels destroyed. It is very easy in that moment to say, "Today is ruined. I will try again another day," and then the same thing happens again. Buffers are small pockets of flexible time that catch these little surprises. When you make your map for the day, you leave some pieces of time open around the important things. Maybe there is a bit of space between study and dinner. Maybe you leave the time right after classes soft and free. If something runs long, the buffer absorbs it. If everything goes smoothly, you can use that space to rest, to get ready for the next block, to walk, stretch, or even just sit and let your mind slow down. That is not wasted time. That is how you keep your energy and your plan alive at the same time. The second part of this habit is a tiny daily reflection. At the end of the day, you ask yourself 3 simple questions. What went well with my time today? What did not go the way I hoped? What is one small change I can try tomorrow? You do not need to write a long story. 1 or 2 short lines are enough. For example, you might notice that every time you lie on your bed with your phone, a big piece of time disappears. So your small change for tomorrow could be, when I want to rest, I will sit somewhere without my phone, or I will listen to music instead of opening a feed. It is a very small change, but it is real. Over a week or 2, these small changes start to add up. You are not forcing yourself to become a completely different person. You are slowly editing your day so it fits you better. When you put all 3 habits together, you get a time management system that feels human. One day, one map gives your day a clear shape so you are not guessing all the time. Protected pockets of time allow you to actually do the important work without constantly being pulled away. Buffers and tiny adjustments help your plan survive real life, where things are never perfect. You do not need to wake up at some heroic hour. You do not need to fill every minute with work. You need a simple map, a few protected pockets, and a gentle habit of learning from each day. If you listened to this and thought, "That is exactly my problem. I am busy all the time, but my time goes everywhere," then you are exactly who I am talking to. Try starting tomorrow with just one small action. Maybe you make your first map for the day. Maybe you choose one protected pocket where you will really show up. Maybe you add a little buffer instead of stuffing your day until it breaks. And tell me in the comments, what usually steals your time the most? Is it your phone, friends, games, random videos, or something else? I read the comments, and you will see very quickly that you are not the only one trying to take your time back.